Hey everyone, welcome back to My Lilac Hill. If you're new here, my name is Brittney, and it's been a few weeks since I posted our last video, which was basically us gearing up for the wedding and moving in together. And so I have several videos that I'm working on right now to kind of catch you up to speed. But in today's video, I'm going to show you some highlights from our honeymoon in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. So let's get into it, and I hope you guys enjoy. We stayed at a really cute little Airbnb in the woods while we were in Eureka Springs. We spent a couple of days in Eureka Springs and then went up to Branson and then to Mansfield, Missouri. But while we were in Eureka Springs, we stayed at this little cabin, and I will leave a link for you guys to this Airbnb in the description box because it was wonderful. It was very clean, and the host did a really good job of making us feel welcome. She even hung a little banner that said "Just Married" because she knew that we were on our honeymoon. And it was just such a warm and cozy cabin. We had a couple of fires in the fireplace, which was really nice. We did have some pretty good weather while we were gone, so it wasn't super cold, but it was really nice to have a fire going when we got home in the evening after being outside all day. And we also sat outside and drank some coffee on that little porch. It was just so nice and secluded in the woods, but also very easy to find. So I'll definitely leave a link in the description for you guys for this cabin. And then while we were out and about, we took a lot of pictures of what we were seeing. This was the Crescent Hotel, which I guess is a very famous hotel and used to be a hospital at one point. I'm not sure exactly on the history of it because I was so enamored by the gardens surrounding it. And that's what the next several pictures are of just their gardens and how beautiful and well maintained they were. And of course, we had to stop and take a picture in front of their gardens. And this fountain was just stunning. I didn't get a great picture of it because of the lighting, but it was beautiful. That's about the best picture I was able to get. And that is actually the Catholic chapel that's right by the Crescent Hotel. And unfortunately, they weren't doing Mass for the entire month of October. I don't really know why. We did get to shop in their gift store, but we were really hoping to catch a Mass. Even though we are not Catholic, we're actually Baptist, but it would have been really interesting just to experience that. It was a beautiful Catholic church. And then, of course, you can't take me anywhere without taking me antiquing. And there was this really cute little store that I saw a bunch of things my family members would have liked. So I snapped some pictures. And then we ate at an outdoor amphitheater. We picked up a little lunch at a cafe. We actually ate at that cafe twice because it was so good. And this is the coffee shop that we got an afternoon coffee at both days we were in Eureka. Highly recommend this coffee shop. This is actually somebody that lives in our hometown, and we found their products in one of the stores in Eureka Springs, and we thought that was so cool that we actually knew who that was and they were from our town. And of course, we love Western fashion, and of course, milk glass is one of my favorites, and that store was closed, or I would have gone in and bought that because it was only $20 for that lamp. And this is just one of our breakfasts we cooked at the cabin right before we went to Thorn Crown Chapel. And this is Thorn Crown Chapel. It's a place I've always wanted to go to, and it far exceeded my expectations. It is beautiful in ways that I cannot describe. You would just have to experience it, and I definitely recommend making the trip. While we were that close to Beaver Lake, I begged Kyle to stop and let me put my feet in the water, because that's something I really love doing, is putting my feet in the water if we go anywhere that has a big lake or an ocean. And it was pretty cold, but it was worth it. And the lake is so far down. This is the dam, and as you can see, it's not even operating right now. It's just been so dry. We've been in such a bad drought. But it was beautiful scenery. And then that's a little pavilion with a bunch of facts about the dam. So we stopped and read those. But I was just in awe of the scenery the whole trip. It was just gorgeous. And this might be my favorite part of Eureka Springs. This is Blue Spring, and it's just a natural spring that they've been exploring, and I'm not going to give you all the details. You should go visit yourself, but it is simply beautiful. And of course, they'll let you put your feet in it as well. And so, of course, we did that, and wow, that water is extremely cold. This is actually that cafe, Nibbles Eatery. We ate there for both of our lunches. We got a different thing each day, and we split it. We ate at the outdoor pavilion on the second day, and it was just delicious. And then we headed north, and we ended up at Talking Rocks Cavern in Branson. And that was one of the first things we did while we were in Branson, and it was amazing. And there was actually this older couple. They were in their late 80s. I forget exactly how old, 87 or 89. And they did the entire cave tour, and I just thought that was incredible. And they were so sweet to talk to. And then, of course, we spent some time on the landing. We ate at Guy's restaurant, and then did some shopping the first day. And then that evening, we ate at Paula Deen's restaurant before heading over to Sight and Sound Theater. We did a little bit of shopping in Paula Deen's as well. Food was delicious at both restaurants. If you're ever on Branson Landing, I recommend checking them out. Paula Deen serves hers family style, so it was a lot of food. But after that, we took a little walk around the lake and headed over to Sight and Sound Theater. This place is amazing. We saw Queen Esther, and we had really good seats. But really, I think any of the seats in there are pretty good. I mean, they don't have just a whole lot of seating, so you're never too far away from the stage, and the stage wraps all the way around. So it was a wonderful show. And then the next day, we went to Mansfield, Missouri, and we toured a couple of places. This is one of Laura Ingalls Wilder's homes and a museum. I'm not going to give you any of the details on it because I think you need to go and visit it yourself. They used to not even allow photography in these houses, so I'm going to respect that I don't tell their stories for them. They do allow photography now, and so I'm sharing some of the pictures I took, but it was wonderful. And I used to read all of the Little House on the Prairie books, and I watched the TV show, so it was really wonderful to be able to see the house that she wrote those books in Mansfield, Missouri. And if you are at all interested in the pioneer time frame or the Little House on the Prairie books, I definitely recommend you check out at least one of her sites. There's several sites throughout the country, but this is actually the home where she was writing those books, and it's again in Mansfield, Missouri. That was it. We had a wonderful time in Eureka Springs. If you are ever able to, I would highly encourage spending a couple of days in Eureka Springs. We had so much fun. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.